Sir, very happy to host, very happy to welcome you to the show. Interesting insights, and I just feel it's my honor to be chatting with you. So, what are your initial thoughts, sir?
Thank you, and I'm thankful to you for calling me for this interesting discussion with you. And then, as a teachers, we have a lot to share. Okay, with other people, mainly our students and the outside world. But rarely we get an opportunity, and you are like platforms give us that an opportunity. I'm thankful to you, and I highly commend that work that you are doing.
Thank you so much, sir. Let's get started. First segment is called My Nostalgia. So, it's all about your childhood memories, sir. Sir, how were you as a child? Were you a mischievous kid or a parent abiding child? Over to you, sir.
In fact, I was brought up there in a place called Gokak, Ramdurg, and all such a places in Belgaum district. So in those days, even though of course as usual we used to be mischievous, but we could not afford to be mischievous to say precisely in those days because the
Mm,
parents' punishment used to be severe. But
mm, mm,
unlike modern day kids, including
mm,
my own kids, so we used to get a lot of punishments from our parents because you can make out that in every household there used to be 4 or 5 kids, so that's why something like that. So that kind of a strategy they used to apply at least to manage these kids. And as far as a child, I was in the right from the beginning. I had the habit of reading. I used to read this newspaper because in those days, maybe as an excuse, my father used to be a very good reader. Okay, so he used to read the newspaper regularly, and even sometimes some of the books also he used to read. And that habit came to me also. Just naturally, it came there. And then in the childhood only, he got me that Bharat Bharati books, very small pocket books in those days. Okay, so that triggered my reading habit, and still today I am thankful to those that series of books. And my parents, especially my father, encouraged, and because of this reading habit in Kannada medium in those days, we never heard about that English medium schools also in my childhood. So in Kannada medium schools, when I was reading that lot from the newspaper and even such books and all, my Kannada level used to be far better than many of my other fellow students. Sometimes so it used to be so much that even the teachers used to suspect that whether I written it myself or I copied from somewhere. Once it so happened that they asked me to write one essay. I got it, and at home I got wrote it, and next time and submitted it. Teacher suspected. He said that just tell me from where you have copied this. I said him, no, sir, it was written by me only. It was in the sixth standard, I believe, sixth or seventh standard. So my language level was much better in those days. And in that place, especially where hardly any people used to read other than that at that age students. So quite naturally, so he suspected, and then again he said severely, tell me truth. I said, no, sir, I have written it myself. Okay, so then let me take a test. He gave me another topic there and asked me to write on that, and asked me to sit there in one corner and asked me to give me about 1 hour time. And then I sat there and I wrote that in my notebook. And then when he read that, then he was highly impressed. So after that, for many years, he used to tell it to all others. See, his level of Kannada, his writing is so good. And then in those days only in the childhood, I was reading a lot of other magazines like Chanda Mama, Bombay Mane, Putani, all those. And I used to write some of the small stories and some tidbits to even those magazines also. And even in that age only, I was writing to this Vachakaravani readers column. Okay, so there of the many of the leading leading state dailies that used to get published. So people used to feel that astonished. Okay, how come that at a young age you are getting this one published? Because maybe
mm,
my writing quality was that good. So I used to be their topper in the class usually. Okay, so because of this, my language and other understanding. But as a student, I feel that I was lacking confidence because I was very shy in nature. I was not that bold enough to speak to elders or anything. Maybe that is also one of the culture that has been built up in us. That means you should not speak or retort to elders and all other things. So that was another set of mind for me. So that was about my childhood, I believe.
Hmm. Wonderful, sir. Sir, let's move ahead by a few years. Let's talk about your college life. I mean, everybody thinks college days are their golden days. So, how were your college days, sir? What did you do?
Yeah, it's a one question you added that college days are golden days, but for me it was not so because
Okay.
soon after my SSLC I was put there for a diploma for obvious some reasons of my parents, and in those days we were not in a position to oppose it, have our own choice or anything. They put me for a diploma, and I was sent to Dharwad to study that diploma there. I studied the diploma in civil engineering there. There I suffered a lot from homesickness because I never came out of house. So how to overcome that? I suffered a lot, and then from Kannada medium directly to the English medium, where in a place where I have never heard that someone speaking in English, I had to listen complete lectures in English to getting understand that, and I suffered a lot, at least up to 1 to 2 years. So after first year, I overcome this English fear. Second year onwards, I started getting that homesickness and getting that adjustment. Everything I did it. So and that kind of a loneliness I got there into being there. Okay, so that not that pleasing for me. That means it is not that joyful. So but anyhow, that taught me so many lessons in the life which otherwise I would not have learned, I believe, because how to be on your own, how to be assertive, how to develop build a confidence within, all that I learned there in that place. So in that way, and there even I started participating in many of the debate competition, many essay writing competitions. All those places I won, and then even in the debate competition at the Dharwad level, I won the prize. And then we went there to Chintamani near Bangalore here for the state level. This one, they never heard that anybody from the North Karnataka winning that trophy. But I, along with my one more friend, as a team, we went there. I got a first prize. He got a second prize. Even the trophy also we got. That means so we did the clean sweep and came back there. And it was a surprise. Even the people there in Dharwad also. So all those are some of the great memories are there. So there I used there also I used to write a lot to newspapers there, local newspapers and weeklies and all other things, all other such magazines I used to write regularly. So that's how I built, and then there I could get some of the best books there, which was very difficult for me to get it there in the Gokak kind of a places. There, whatever the books I wanted, so I could get it. So I collected a lot of books. I could read there a lot. All
Hmm.
that happened there in my college life.
Nice, very well done, sir. Nice to hear that. Things may get a little serious now because the
Hmm.
segment is called My Key Moments in Life. So it has two subparts. The first one is your challenges in life and how did you respond to them. So, what were your key challenges in life, sir?
As far as the key challenges is, first thing is after my civil engineering in those days getting a job. Of course, luckily I got that first, as soon as even before getting the result I got into forest department as a surveyor. I was there, and then very soon I started getting that monotonous job, because of so many things we have learned there in the civil engineering. I wanted to apply that, I wanted to explore the field. That's how I joined another construction company. So there also I learned a lot, but it is the toughest job maybe on this earth. They people, those who were working there, they only used to say this. That means this job tougher, toughest only next to the military in the border. Okay, so that's what the way they used to say. So that kind of a job, and that construction of project constructions only of the industrial buildings, that multi-crore industrial buildings. It is a day and night, 24 hours working kind of a job it was. So